Hi, Olivia here, and welcome back to my channel. Over the past few days, there have been shortlisting calls and interviews, and also those are still waiting for the confirmation. And I'm just here to clarify a few of the things for those who have been eyeing to study in Italy and for those who applied for the Government of Italy Scholarship 2025. First, I just want to congratulate all of you who applied for this scholarship and all of you who are waiting or who are aiming to fulfill their dreams abroad. And I just want to start by clarifying something which is really important. If you have been shortlisted for the MAECI scholarship or the Government of Italy scholarship, the first thing is that the Government of Italy or the MAECI does not apply for the university for its scholars. These are two different entities, two different procedures, completely independent of each other. So if by any chance you applied for the Government of Italy scholarship, then by now you should have checked your portal to see whether it's admitted. We are coming to talk about the admitted status, or if you have been shortlisted, or if you have received a call and you thought initially that this scholarship is like a package where you only apply for the scholarship and they will apply for you the school. No, it doesn't work that way. The best thing right now is if you're among any of those status, shortlisted, admitted in your portal, or waiting for your interview, hurry up back to your portal, check on the schools that or the universities that you indicated during your application. If the applications are still open, whether you're international or whether you're European, then apply very fast. And in case you get the scholarship, then it becomes very easy. Allow me to clarify that if in case you get the scholarship and then you do not have an admission to any of the universities in Italy, then it becomes a useless fact or a useless effort because you cannot go to Italy without the school you're going to attend. So if you find yourself in this position, then I would advise that you hurry up and check if those schools that you noted there are still open and apply as fast as you can. Also, the government of Italy or the MAECI office or maybe the embassies in your countries which are responsible for picking scholars, they cannot help in this situation. If you do not have a school, then that is on you. They cannot help you with the application. They cannot do anything because these are two separate entities, very independent. For those of you who have done the interview or who are waiting for the interview process or the procedure is very simple. The first thing they're usually asking you just to identify yourself and to have a few tips here and there about your course and what you have done and why you aim for this course and your future aspirations as well. Just make sure it's something you can always tag, something you can always talk about, and be very vigilant, be very open about it. And that's it. It's not such a vigorous procedure, it's more of acquaintances and more of getting to know you and why you're here or why you want that for yourself. After the shortlisting and after the interview, because this is the first big hurdle, if I can say from my experience, that after the interview, because it determines whether you move forward or whether you remain on the other side. So this is the first big procedure, which is like a success. So if you succeed on the interview, if you succeed on the shortlisting, very well. The admitted status on your portal is something, let's say, it determines whether you cross over or you remain on the other side. So if you check on your portal and the status indicates that you have been admitted, it simply means that your application is one of those that are being considered for the scholarship. It doesn't mean that you have gotten the scholarship yet. If your status is indicating admitted on the portal, but you have not been invited for the interview, it simply means that this is one of those applications that are being considered and you will receive an interview call shortly. It's one of the ranks that are being considered for to move forward. So if your status is admitted, then I would advise that you make sure that the form of contact that you noted there during your application is always accessible. If you used your phone number, if you used your email, make sure you always check your email constantly so that in case of any feedback or in case of any invitation for an interview, you can be easily accessed. If you use your phone number from whichever country, make sure that this phone is always with you. This number is always accessible. If someone calls it, you can be reached easily. In case the MAECI office tries to reach you out for an interview shortlisting and they do not find you in the number that you provided or the email that you provided, you do not reply, then the easiest thing or what usually happens is that they would move forward to the next available candidate because they cannot wait for you. And it's not up to them to try to reach you out. So if this happens, then that is how, unfortunately, you can lose this chance because once the procedure has been done with and the list has been rolled out, they cannot go back or forth with one person because you simply could not be reached. So make sure if you provide a number or a form of contact, it's always and always accessible. After the interview, make sure that you prepare all your documents. Make sure that you have your visa ready, usually at least one that will expire within 6 to 12 months after your visit in Italy. And this visa is also important because you will need it during your travel to Italy. When you're applying the visa, the documents that they usually need, I think, is a letter of the scholarship letter. This will also act as your funder or your proof of funds because the scholarship letter covers that for you. And you will need also an insurance. Just to clarify that MAECI provides an insurance that only works once you are here in Italy. It doesn't work once you're still there, and you will need one temporarily for you to be given the visa. And also, for those who are coming here, make sure you apply the Codice Fiscale. There's something known as Codice Fiscale. This will allow you to at least access further proof or further documents that you will need to finance your scholarship or to access your scholarship, such as bank account. Apply for the Codice Fiscale usually between the first 8 days of your arrival in Italy. This is just like a paper. It's a number that is specifically very special, that is only attached to you, and this number will allow you to open a bank account. And with this bank account, you can give it to MAECI office so that this is where you will be receiving your scholarship finances to help you fund your studies here in Italy. Once again, I hope this video was helpful, and if in case you still have some more questions, just put them down below in the comment sections and I will be able to answer each and every of them. I wish you all the very best and thank you for staying with me.